Yo, get these Michael Jackson impersonators off of my For You page, bro. Yo, please tell me you seen it. So it's always the white Michael Jackson. It is never the black one. And they be playing Dirty Diana and they'd be like this. And I'm just like, bro, who keeps booking them? Because they are all over the whole country, different venues, same sliding into their face, and everybody's screaming in horror, but they don't care. Just before, what really set me off is that he just climbed up on some random woman's lap and just stared at her.
Why ain't nobody said nothing to me about this Fabio Jackson person? First of all, people who... I love drag performance. For some reason, he probably doesn't classify himself as a drag artist. And I'll be honest, it might not be sufficient enough statement seeing the fact that you've had surgeries and you've literally transitioned to manifest a look, not that is to be adjacent to Michael Jackson, to impersonate this man who is no longer alive. Y'all don't... I think that's weird as fuck. But that being said, why nobody tell me that on top of him not being black, cosplaying Michael Jackson through surgeries and all sorts of foolishness, also I'm just like, I see you just had a child. What are you going to do when the baby looks like you? Like the real you? What's that going to be like? What's the school pickup line gonna feel like? What's parent-teacher conferences gonna look like? The girl you had the baby with looks more like Michael Jackson. Anyway, child. That being said, this Fabio Jackson thing, I think a lot of people who are wealthy, a lot of people who move in certain spaces are right-wing, personally. Once you get in a room with these people and you hear how they talk, most people are liberal until they get the thing that they thought that their oppressor was keeping from them, and then they align with their oppressor. They're only about freedom until they get free. Most people. That being said, that he is a MAGA supporter and makes countless transphobic videos and is pretty vile, using the likeness of someone who was one of the most outspoken icons that happens to be black, like, in history. We don't think that's weird? The estate, we can't get the duet with Mariah and Michael, but the estate can't block this shit? Y'all don't think that's weird? We don't think that's weird? And I'm sure somebody's gonna come on this post and tell me how his third grandma removed his black. Fine. Let the children identify as black. Take it, girl. I don't give a fuck about that. But black in identity and black in experience is two different things, and argue with your mammy about that. But what is the tea? What is a Fabio Jackson? What is that? What does that mean? Can't there be an injunction or something? I feel like people who do, as much as y'all get mad about trans girls getting BBLs and people doing the things, we need some sort of laws around people who get work done to literally look like a person. That, because I saw a video where he's like, oh, this person needs help. You don't think that you don't need a psychiatrist trying to look like a man who's been in the ground for over a decade? That don't seem aloof to you? Detached? It doesn't give you a spirit of cognitive dissonance? This app is Fabio Jackson. Girl, it's some girls I just wish that the Lord would just get me in a room with them so we could just go toe to toe. Because if TikTok let you speak how you wanted to speak, I would get on a lot of these panels and stuff. But it doesn't. And I'm not going to go on there and be stifled in order to keep my page. But if TikTok removed a lot of these guardrails and you could just really get into the things, it will be a nice time.
I call when I'm trying to get through. Keep me wondering why. When all I can do is sigh. I just want to touch you.
Okay. Okay, this is gonna be the last video I ever talk. Okay, this might be the last video I ever talk about Fabio Jackson. But to anybody in my comments in my other video when I was talking about his reaction to the Michael Jackson biopic, that is who y'all wanted to play in the biopic. That's who y'all wanted to play. I told you, he can't sing, he can't dance or anything. This guy persistently tries to be Michael Jackson when he's not. He tries so hard. He's not Michael Jackson. Like, all Fabio is an impersonator. That's all he is. He's not the actual Michael. This dude acts like he's Michael Jackson. He really think like MJ left him in charge. Like, she needs to stop. And for the people who want to get my comments saying, well, he didn't say, bro, he didn't say anything, bro. You're just hating. Damn right I'm hating. Look at his face. You can tell he's visibly pissed. Like, he's like, well, they should have picked me for that biopic. You know what I'm saying? Not Jafar. Like, look at his face. He's genuinely pissed about it. And this not even me trying to be like, I don't usually hate on people like that at all. But like, bro, all he is just an impersonator. He's not the actual Michael Jackson. So, yeah. Also, this is kind of...
Funniest part about Fabio Jackson is not only that he thinks he's MJ, but his real name is Fabio James, and he's white. And still, some of you actually believe that he should have been playing MJ, bro, and you got him believing it too. We love MJ impersonators in the MJ community because they keep MJ's spirit alive and just spreads it everywhere. But bro, this guy has to be the #1 guy that truly believes that he is Michael Jackson. Everybody on the planet loved this trailer and was having a great time, especially MJ impersonators, because that's literally their thing. They're going to be more popular now because MJ's finally getting a movie. But instead of being happy that MJ's finally going to be put on the big screen, this man had his whole face the whole exact time. But when he's outside looking at other MJ impersonators, this is what he does. He smiles, he's happy because he actually like, wow, they're actually impersonating me. They're doing a great job. But honestly, you gotta give him props though, because he did something that nobody in the MJ fandom can do, which is bring people that love MJ, hate MJ, and like MJ all together to just hate on him. I don't want to hate on this guy because I personally don't know him at all, but if you're the #1 impersonator of MJ on social media by far, and everyone's excited to see your reaction, and this is the freaking face you make, you honestly probably deserve all the hate.
Everyone's getting on this Fabio dude, right? After he was seen reacting to that new Michael Jackson trailer, and he really just seemed disappointed. Now, he just came out and spoke about it and was basically saying, y'all, I didn't say anything. Why are people bashing me? It was in this video right here. Now, I went through his page because I didn't just want to speak on something and not know about it. Y'all do realize that this guy actually thinks he's Michael Jackson. If y'all go through his page, that's all that's up there. And this is not his first time reacting to something about Michael Jackson. Another time that he did it, it was a guy on the street that was dancing just like Michael Jackson. And this guy was literally standing there critiquing it like it was his moves. The issue isn't that you didn't say anything. Where the issue comes in at is you really believe that you're Michael Jackson. And come to find out, you're not related to him by any means. You do not know him or his family. And you're impersonating someone. You're playing a character and you're taking it personal. And this guy may say that he didn't feel no type of way about them not choosing him for the movie. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because if you're willing to play a character to that extent on your own social media pages, if they offered you to do a movie, you would do it. So I know for a fact you feel the type of way. And I seen a comment up under his. Someone said, dude, it's time for you to be yourself. It is. Why are you impersonating somebody else? And some may say, well, it's just like in the movies you play a character. But nah, this dude is making this about his life. Look at it. This is insane. Be yourself, dude. Like, come on now. People will like you for you being yourself. Like, you good. Just be yourself. Let this dude, leave Michael Jackson alone, please. They making a movie, the movie about to come out, and they doing it how they feel like they should do it. It's not about you. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Follow for more.
The new Michael Jackson trailer? Yeah, I saw it. It was pretty good. I like how they mixed 5 of my 5 of Michael's songs together. I just think the guy they got to play Michael could have been better, that's all.
The guy they got to play him? You mean his nephew, Jafar Jackson?
Jafar Jackson? Jafar? That's a funny name. Who should they have cast? I don't know. Me? A lot of people saw my reaction to the trailer, and you know what? I didn't even say anything.
Okay, then, what do you actually think?
No, I just think it's funny that you spend your whole life trying to look like your idol, and you lose out on the role of a lifetime because of some fucking Nepo baby! You wanna hear my audition? You wanna hear what I did for my audition? Give it to one way, but the black dick. You and I, you and I. This isn't how I sounded on the audition. I just want to say, mama say, mama son, mama cosa, mama say, mama son, mama cosa. Sorry, vocal stem. I just want to say that I wish all the best of luck to, what's his name, Jafar Jackson? Funny name.
Your name's Fabio.
I just want to wish the best of luck to him, that's all. You think I'm putting on a voice?
What the fuck does that mean?
The Fabio Jackson thing is really fucking weird. If you don't know about it, it's the Michael Jackson impersonator guy who is going viral right now for all the wrong reasons, for essentially being a guy who just thinks he is actually Michael Jackson and judging after viewing the Michael Jackson biopic movie trailer where Michael Jackson's being played by an actual relative of Michael Jackson, Jamar Jackson. And this guy is dedicated his entire life to doing everything he can to look like Michael, down to plastic surgery, to being an impersonator, to trying to copy his dance moves, albeit completely offbeat, and try to copy his songs, although he can't sing, and then judge other Michael impersonators as if they are impersonating himself as the real Michael Jackson. And it's a level of delusions of grandeur that I haven't seen in a very long time. And I live in Florida, and that shit's like, like getting a cup of coffee. That shit's every day. I'm not here to hate on Fabio. I'm here to say that I'm kind of worried. When I was a kid, and I was going up in school, when I was a kid, Michael Jackson hadn't died yet, and it wasn't cool to be a Michael Jackson fan when I was a kid. I remember being in so many arguments defending Michael Jackson from 2004 to 2009, right up till he died. And I remember it being so infuriating, arguing with people, oh, his golden nose, and oh, his kids, and this, and bullying someone that me and my mom, I grew up loving Michael Jackson like millions of others, but I was never the guy who jumped on the bandwagon of hating on him. In fact, when he died, and then all of a sudden, now everybody's a Michael Jackson fan, all the people I knew that were bullying and picking on him at school and talking shit about him, and I got into arguments and fights about, all of a sudden were Michael Jackson fans. So I understand being a fan. I understand being a fan ad nauseum. Hell, I remember seeing This Is It in theaters the day it came out and getting the album the exact same day. I remember crying the day he died. I remember having a dream about him the same week he died, where I met him in that dream, the same way that actually happened to me when Steve Irwin died. The first two celebrities I actually ever cried over their deaths. And to see Fabio sit there and act like he is this reincarnation of Michael, my friend, there has never been a person alive, or a person living, or a person that will live, that is ever going to touch or come close to the magic and the once, and not just a generation, the once in a fucking lifetime, the once in a universe, the once in a fucking multiverse talent that was Michael Jackson. You can't sing, you can't dance, and you have no right to sit there and seem off-put by someone else getting a shot to portray him above you. And if you generally are that far gone to where you think that you can change your face to look like Michael when you look like Sandra Bullock, mind you, and I'm not trying to bully you, these are my honest thoughts, where I'm genuinely just disgusted by your behavior. I genuinely think you just need to seek help. You're not Michael.
Hey, this is who y'all said should have played Michael Jackson instead of his nephew? I know y'all trolling me, bro. My claim is better, right? Y'all see Michael Jackson, I see Bullock, bro. It gets to a point. It gets to a point. And again, we must remember, Michael Jackson is black. This person to the right is white. He cannot play Michael Jackson in a movie. Then I seen a live of him and some of you guys trying to say, oh, what about this scenario? Bro, it's not happening. And you guys don't find a person who has built his whole life around trying to be Michael Jackson, even surgeries to become Michael Jackson. You guys don't find that very, very weird? That's beyond parasocial.
that bro might as well get a cease and desist, respectfully.
I need y'all to leave Michael Jackson nephew alone because he's gonna do great on that part.
You're not Michael Jackson, bro. I keep seeing videos of this guy called Fabio Jackson, and he's watching like this trailer of a Michael Jackson movie, and he looks proud. Bro, you're not Michael Jackson, G. And I saw a clip of him reacting to this guy on the street, pretending to be Michael Jackson for money, and he was looking at him like a proud dad. Bro, you're not Michael Jackson. Anyways, this shit got me geeked, so I asked the E Squad members what they thought.
Is Fabio Jackson the real Michael Jackson?
Dude, why do you always come in here naming random people?
It's this guy that just like pretends to be Michael Jackson.
Oh wait, I think I've seen him. He's not related to Michael Jackson, bro.
He thinks he's Michael Jackson.
I think I'm fucking LeBron James.
You mean Whoopi Goldberg? No, actually, bro. You look like Whoopi Goldberg. Why do people do this shit? They like act like they're the person.
Maybe because they lost all their identity growing up as a kid.
Fuck, bro, we're getting deep. Do you think he's actually Michael Jackson?
This guy's whole thing is to be Michael Jackson. And then when he watches the trailer, he's acting like an asshole. It's like, you didn't want him to be Michael Jackson, and then he makes a video and he's like, I didn't say anything. But bro, you can clearly tell he's pissed.
I feel like we need him. Imagine if Cal just disappeared. Like, we need somebody to step up. We need a new Michael Jackson, and that's him.
That is not him.
I don't mind Jafar Jackson playing Michael when he's younger, but they should find someone to play him when he's, you know.
When he's what?
You don't know? Okay, finish the lyric. It don't matter if it's black or...
Bro, Michael Jackson was a black man.
You know, I hear you, I feel you, but like, did Michael Jackson look like that during the allegations?
So who should play him then? A white guy?
No, absolutely not. I mean, not just any white guy. Listen to this, listen to this. Another day has gone. I feel all alone. How could this be?
Okay, bro, I don't think Michael was doing all that.
Well, it's my interpretation. What's the alternative, huh? Painting Jafar Jackson all white? Come on, that's offensive.
More offensive than a white man playing Michael Jackson?
Honestly, I don't know why people are saying I was upset when I was watching the Michael trailer. I mean, as Michael Jackson.
As what?
Sorry. As a Michael Jackson fan, it just became real to me that we were getting a movie about him.
Okay, so now that you can clear things up, what do you really think of Jafar Jackson as Michael?
What are my thoughts? He's a fucking Nepo baby!
Bro, this Fabio Jackson guy needs guidance. He just said he's the real Michael Jackson. So after him being salty that he wasn't selected to be in the Michael movie, he went on his TikTok live and said he only got a nose job and Michael Jackson got a ton of surgeries to look the way he does, so he's actually the real Michael Jackson. This man is that upset he didn't get picked to play the role of Michael Jackson that he's gone full Delulu on us. Even Justin Bieber laughed at this dude when he reacted to a video of Fabio judging this Hollywood Boulevard Michael Jackson as if he's like the guru of all Michaels out there. This Fabio guy just needs to face the reality that he's not Michael Jackson, nor will he be in the movie because he's living in a false one now.
So I'm the original one. This is my look. He just did my nostrils. Everybody does their nose at one point in their life.
1, calling yourself original after changing your last name on social media to the last name of the man that you impersonating? Crazy. 2, who is everybody? You said everybody wants to get a nose job, and that's the reason why you went and got yours done, which contradicts what you just said about not getting that done. 3, saying somebody who was born in 1958, let alone the king of pop, was copying off of you? Definitely a decision. You know what I don't like about you, Fabio? You want to do things like make all kind of faces while reacting to the trailer, make your entire social media presence about how you look like somebody, and give out some form of criticism without ever expecting anything back. And that's not how this internet works. So you can have your reactions. You can be mad you didn't get to play Michael. You can even get up here and gaslight the entire planet on why you do what you do. But at the end of the day, we don't gotta like it. We don't gotta support it. To be frank, we don't even care. We just find it weird that you doing all of this to make excuses for being an impersonator. Be a good impersonator. Get better at dancing. Get better at singing. And when you go and see the movie, don't do neither one of them.
If you think about it, Michael went through all that surgery to look like me.
Oh my God, bro. You did not just say that.
Let me explain. I naturally look like this. Just a surgery on my nose. Everybody gets them. Even the Kardashians. I mean, the rest of this is just my natural vibe.
Okay, then what about the voice, the hair, the outfits?
Listen, all right. I can't help that. I can't help it. If I want to do, I wouldn't have it. What are you doing right now? My apologies, I was stimming. What I'm trying to say is I can't help that I'm the kind of person Michael wanted to look like.
You look more like Sandra Bullock, bruh.
So what? The proposal is a seminal romantic comedy. It's so unfair. I mean, ever since that Michael trailer came out and I reacted to it, everybody's been so mean to me.
I mean, bro, you did say any actor of any race could play Michael Jackson.
Well, I mean, it's true. An actor should be able to play anything. And as someone who isn't an actor, I should know.
Are you a big Michael Jackson fan?
What gave it away?
Then you should know that Michael Jackson explicitly said he does not want a white man to play him.
Oh. Shimona, Shimona. Ow!
What the fuck are you doing?
Showing you that I can do it too. I can be Michael as well.
Please, just stop.
But I just started something. I'm sorry, you know what? You're right. I should stop trying to be like Michael. I should stop being so salty. From this day on, I'm gonna be myself.
All right, that's good to hear, bro. How are you gonna start doing that?
I'm gonna make a change.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
For once in my
I'm leaving,
life.
bro. This is so stupid.
Please, wait, please.
Nah, this is too weird, man.
Put me in the movie!
My problem with this yellow mouth motherfucker is that this was his reaction to a fucking impersonator on the fucking street. Standing there like MJ left his Sandra Bullock looking ass in charge. And then he had the nerve to perform like he was doing a fan a fucking favor or something. Versus his reaction to a blood relative of Michael Jackson.
Still, my man.
A blood fucking relative. This bitch-ass nigger has got some fucking nerve.
Man, let me ask you this. Why don't people embrace that part of Michael?
What?
You know, legacy, victory, bad. Why don't people embrace that?
I'll tell you why. It's because Michael Jackson's solo career boomed off in bad, dangerous history. So it was before that it was all Jackson stuff. Even down to Victory Tour was all about the Jacksons. So if you want to, you can't do.
But you put that on and you did the Black Panther thing. That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was
appreciate
awesome.
you. Appreciate you.
So if you don't know a lot about Michael Jackson, I'm going to explain to you why what he just says is a little bit weird and anti-black. Fabio, Michael Jackson was black. Now Fabio and Michael Jackson are going love, and low-key, it seemed like they were both shading each other. Fabio was like, ooh, you kind of look like this person. Michael Jackson was like, ooh, you look like this person. Ooh, you look like this person. Ooh, you look like that person. Up there looking like Lil' Kim and Big Mama. While Michael Jackson was talking about Michael Jackson's history, Sandra Fabroni thought it was a good idea to say, why does nobody embrace this part of Michael? Michael Jackson says, what do you mean? And Sandra Fabroni says, legacy, bad, dangerous. Coincidentally, what Fabio is talking about people not embracing is the part where Michael Jackson had to end up lightening his skin because he had surgery and vitiligo, even though he's still black. And while saying, why don't people embrace that part of Michael, while you've also said in the past that Michael Jackson wanted to turn white, it just don't come off right. One thing I like about Michael Jackson, though, is he checked Sandra Fabroni on that. He said, you can't forget about the origins. Michael Jackson didn't always have the vitiligo problems, or at least severe vitiligo problems. There's the Jacksons, there's black and white, there's a whole bunch of shit that you missing in between. You are so self-centered and you are so convinced that you're Michael Jackson, you want people to focus on the part of Michael Jackson that you look like. Bitch, he has a whole life. You are sitting on here looking like a frame of Michael Jackson, a frame of Sandra Bullock, and a frame of you need to pull your fucking nose out your face. Another piece of tea I caught was when Michael Jackson told Sandra Fabroni that Michael Jackson was brown back then, and Sandra Fabroni was like, why don't you do something else? He said, why don't you ditch the team and do the solo act? Then when he threw on the Michael Jackson suit with the Black Panther twist, he liked that. Bitch, we not talking about the fucking Black Panthers, we are talking about Black Michael Jackson. Why do you think Michael Jackson gotta be a motherfucking Black Panther theme for him to be black, bitch? During the live, Fabio Jackson also threw some shade at Rico Jackson. He's the one who slides on his knee pads. They say he looked like Michael Myers. Sandra Fabroni, when you hit the Americas again, do not be surprised if Rico, Michael Myers, Jackson slides them knee pads across your motherfucking face. He's walking around with facial surgery to look like Michael Jackson, talking about people that wear a mask and makeup and suits to look like Michael Jackson, and he said that it's weird for them to wake up and walk around like Michael Jackson all day. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when Rico doing all that sliding, I know he got a motherfucking hat or something or a cup or something, he getting some money. Fabio, he's actually out there with boots on the ground. You're sitting over here on live complaining why people want to acknowledge white Michael Jackson rage baiting these people for roses and camel stickers. And bitch, no shade, you didn't do it this time, but every time you go live, you got that fucking sound effect in the background. You need to turn that shit down. Can't nobody hear nothing. Talk about some jump on! This is my last thing on this video. I have a question for the impersonators. When Michael Jackson's children, when Janet Jackson slapped down TikTok, and they see y'all dressed up as their dad, their brother, their family member, how the fuck do you think they feel? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, impersonation is what drag queens do when they get on stage and they do a little dance and stuff and they put on the makeup, but then when they go home, they take that shit off. And I'm not saying that the drag queens themselves are impersonators. I'm saying they impersonate certain celebrities. They dress up as characters and themes, right? Now, originally, when it came to musicians, I could have swore there was only tribute bands. You know, they would play the song. Of course, they would kind of remotely sound like them, but it would be good. Tribute bands. When the fuck do celebrity tributes or even impersonation become go get surgery to look like a bitch, go and steal the bitch's personality on yourself, steal the person's voice? Like I said, I don't go around impersonating celebrities, so I could be wrong, but I thought it was tribute bands and then people like drag queens and stuff did impersonations at shows, not walking around and getting surgery to mimic and look like them their whole life. Yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and show y'all what I'm talking about. If you'd like to show some love and support, I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like and follow button for me.
That takes too much work. You know, I don't have the skin tone. I don't have vitiligo. It's like I have like the perfect Captain EO, bad era, like 87 bad era vibe. Like Michael Jackson was still brown back then, so he was still brown, and I can get away.
You try and do solos though. You can try and do solos to work your way up, you know, and then you can get a team. I'm sure you have the team already, but getting the solo gigs would be a lot easier than getting a whole team. It's expensive.
Yeah, no, I get those all the time. Like people want. I get more requests to do solo events, but I bring my team along. You see all my shows. Here's one of Michael Jackson. I'm like, no, I'm bringing like my team. I'll bring my guys up. We're going to do it. We're going to do it victory tour style. Just because there's not a lot of that in the game, so I want to bring that energy back. Like I said, Michael Jackson legacy covers all.
The stripe pants,
and a stripe, and. Oh, I told you! The stripe pants. Oh. Yo, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, because I was not expecting to see the stripe pants. I was not bro, you see, they said Michael Jackson was
that and the pink outfits, you know?
What they did to Mike, okay? And that's not acceptable, because Mike didn't like those people either. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like you.
I was born like this. Michael doesn't look like me like this. So I'm the original one. This is my look, and I claim it 100%.
Los comentarios y la actitud de Fabio Jackson no representan a la gran mayoría de los intérpretes de Michael Jackson. Y quiero dejar algo muy claro. Interpretar a Michael Jackson es una labor seria que requiere de mucho tiempo de preparación, estudio, ensayo y amor por el legado de Michael Jackson. Yo no pretendo ser Michael Jackson, yo no creo ser Michael Jackson, yo no tengo ningún tipo de problema de identidad. La mayoría de los artistas que interpretamos su canto, baile y esencia en el escenario lo hacemos simplemente para mantener esa magia viva en los escenarios. Y porque amamos al man, o sea, somos fans. Yo no creo ser Michael. O sea, Fabio es de los más famosos primordialmente por su apariencia, pero de nuevo, no nos representa. Este arte no se trata de egos, ni de historias inventadas, ni de pretender que Michael Jackson me robó a mí mi identidad. O sea, eso es simplemente tratar de llevar algo que él ya no puede llevar a lo mejor de nuestra habilidad y compartir esa magia con un público en un escenario. Addressing you directly, my guy, I know that you claim not to be a Michael Jackson impersonator because you can't carry on the craft and you don't put in the work. But either way, my guy, you're associated with all of us. And this really affects all of us indirectly because it makes us all look like we're just a bunch of people with personality disorders. And that's just not the case. And it's really frustrating, not just to me. I've seen many of us start posting videos regarding your comments, and it's just supremely disrespectful of you. Your comments don't just affect you. I hope you mean well. I really do. With love. With love. L-O-V-E.
Michael Jackson was a black man, and he would not have liked Fabio Jackson. Fabio is the exact opposite of Michael Jackson in pretty much every single way. Mike could dance. Fabio can. Mike could sing. Fabio can. Mike wanted world peace. Fabio want to sit at the table with people who actively don't want that. And now I find out that Fabio is saying Michael Jackson wasn't a black man. Look here, Mr. Congeniality. We come in a bunch of different shades, bunch of different colors. And I really shouldn't have to tell you this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You impersonate a black man while trying to distance yourself from his blackness. And that don't even make sense. I'm talking about the sentence. The sentence don't even make sense. Yet here we are. So I'm going to tell you like this, Bird Box. No one cares that a few of the people who hung out with Mike when he was alive have taken pictures with you. Those same people was quiet for multiple years when bro was literally having his whole name dragged through the mud. So you don't get no kudos for that. And I speak for me and everybody else when I say you the worst impersonator I've ever seen. You do nothing remotely close to Michael Jackson. You're a weirdo, and real MJ fans will never mess with you. See you at the theater. I hope some of my kids kick the seats when you over there.
I want y'all to look at this.
So I'm the original one. This is my look. He just did my nostrils. Everybody does their nose at one point in their life. They would be in a hospital or in a surgery room every day if you could afford it. I didn't do my face. Does it look like I did my face? I was born like this. Michael doesn't look like me like this. He looked like Michael, you know, the brown tone Michael. That's not who I look like. I look like at the one that he made himself to be.
Wow.
If he saw me today, I don't know what he would say, but
Number one, Michael Jackson didn't make himself to look like anything. I don't know if y'all know, but Michael Jackson, he had a skin disorder, skin disease, something like that, and his skin naturally turned that way. Now I'm pretty sure, you know, even if he did, he probably got his nose done, you know, something like that, whatever he was talking about. But Michael, what Fabio is saying, if y'all don't know who this is, quick recap. Fabio is somebody that's portraying to be Michael Jackson next. But Fabio is also saying that he looks like the Michael Jackson that Michael Jackson, basically saying Michael Jackson is trying to look like him and he's the original. Dude, no you're not. Your moves is washed, you know, bro, come on. Like I said in my last video that I made about this, be yourself. Like, stop trying to be somebody. Yo, let this dude rest. It's so much to say about this, and it's like, and it's so crazy because this guy is still going back and forth with people. Like, no, you're not being yourself. And you can't even say you're trying to be yourself, because when you go to any of his social media pages, he's doing stuff that Michael Jackson was doing. He's listening to the Michael Jackson music, which is cool. You could be a fan. He's dancing like Michael Jackson, dressing like Michael Jackson. Clearly, he looked like Michael Jackson in a way. Like, bro, he's trying to be somebody that you're not, man. Come on, let it go. Be yourself. Like for more. Y'all let me know what y'all think.